Hello and welcome students. In this video, we are going to take a look at the concept of cellular respiration. It is actually chapter 7 in your OpenStax textbook. And the first section under that is energy in living systems. Basically, it is an introduction to cellular respiration and the different processes that happen to complete the metabolic activities. So the first and foremost is the definition. Basically, it is the process by which we derive energy from food. So it is like a regular ongoing process. And for point number 2, we will take a look at an example of actually how this is happening. So let us take C6H12O6. Remember, this is the formula for glucose. Plus, we'll have 6 oxygen. And they are combining to form carbon dioxide, water, and a lot of energy is released as a part of this process. All right, so just balance this equation. Glucose plus oxygen gives us carbon dioxide, water, and this energy can be used in the form of heat, which is sometimes lost, and then it is also captured in the form of ATP. So I'm putting a C here because the energy is captured, and C for cell also because it is used, remember, it is the energy currency of the cell. So this reaction is exergonic because energy is released, and endergonic will be when energy is used. All right, so on this page, we will take a look at cellular respiration and the basic two processes that we will take a look into cellular respiration that are always happening side by side at times. They are oxidation and reduction. So oxidation, you must have done it in chemistry already. So it's the same thing in biology as well. Oxidation is losing electrons and the substance is oxidized. On the other hand, reduction is the opposite. You're gaining electrons, then the substance is reduced. So I'm taking an example from chemistry where you have magnesium and chlorine, which is combining and giving you magnesium and chlorine, but here some oxidation and reduction both are happening. So we can call that this is a redox reaction. So the reactions where both of the processes are happening, reduction, RE, D, and ox is for oxidation. So it combines and it is called redox reaction. Now let us see why we call it a redox reaction, or both of them are happening. As you can see over here, for magnesium, it is losing 2 electrons and it is oxidized. So it is also called reducing agent. Next, we have chlorine. What is happening with chlorine? Let us see. It is gaining 2 electrons and it is reduced. And the one that is reduced is the oxidizing agent. So just an important vocabulary here, it's kind of opposite because they are saying reduced, reduction, and it is it's actually gaining, electrons. So that's something important to remember. So when I was in high school, I remembered it is actually the opposite is happening. If it is reduced, it's actually gaining electrons, just a way of remembering. And on the next page, we'll take a look at an example from biology as to how redox reactions happen in biology. Now, for an example, in biology, we have taken the same example for glucose and oxygen combining to give us carbon dioxide, water, and a lot of energy is released. Now here, the definition will be a little different as compared to chemistry. So basically what is happening is if you have glucose here, and in the end, as the product, you're getting carbon and oxygen. So basically you're losing the hydrogen part here. So whenever hydrogen is lost, the reaction is called oxidation. So remember, we are for biology. losing hydrogen, or gaining oxygen. Any of them are happening, then it is called oxidized. And then gaining hydrogen or losing oxygen is reduced. So this is something very important that you need to learn for biology reactions in order to figure out whether it's reduction or oxidation. All right, so on the next page, we'll take a look at a fun activity or something fun to actually learn about oxidation and reduction. So there are two of the mnemonic devices I'm going to share with you. The first one is, if you remember the word oil rig, then you can actually learn oxidation is what and reduction is, further definition. So the other one is Leo Gur. And you must be thinking why I'm writing all these here. And you'll come to know soon. Basically, this one means oxidation is loss. This is I. And reduction, R is for reduction, is gain. Lose electrons, oxidized. Gain electrons, reduced. So this is something fun, for you to remember for the definitions of oxidation and reduction, and think about if you can come up with your own mnemonic device for this. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.